You remember how yesterday somebody was like, Cold Slinger? And I was like, oh yeah, Cold Slinger is pretty cool. He's like, is Cold Slinger good? And I'm like, yeah, Cold Slinger is good. I've been thinking, nobody's really playing Cold Slinger, so I kind of want to play Cold Slinger, but then I think... So the big thing is that Elemental Overload doesn't fucking work, which is a nightmare. Like, that's actually just... fuck me. It doesn't work with Cold Dot at all, which is like a pretty big strength of Cold Slinger, where you're hitting with your ability so frequently that you have a pretty good chance of like getting the juice, right? But then, yeah, so that doesn't work. So Inquisitor, I don't think is worth it over Elementalist, because you would use Hydrosphere instead of what you used to do, which was Storm Brand for the Slingers. So then I think it would actually make for a pretty good build. But I think what I'm gonna do for right now is I'm just gonna play the Storm Brand guy, and then I'm gonna do, or the Arc guy. I'm not sure, honestly. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I just want to play Arc. Like, it's just too much fun to pass up on. And then I think after those two characters, I'll do a fresh start with the Cold Spellslinger. I think that's the play. I guess it's just Ignite. The state of Ignite, like, bothers me so much for hardcore. Because, like, this is... it's always the worst when things are good for softcore, but they don't work in hardcore, because that means that they're never going to be fixed. Like, it's just a dead archetype unless something overpowered gets introduced. Like, they just fuck up numbers and, you know, like they did with Fireburst, right? Like, it's dead archetype, but then they introduced Fireburst, and it's like, oh, suddenly Ignite good. Not that Ignite's good, it's just Fireburst was really fucking overpowered, so... to the point where it even worked on hardcore. Even though, realistically, you know, it wasn't good enough to do things like Gauntlet and whatnot. And, like, the skills that naturally work with Ignite also the synergize a lot better with sacrificing defense. And then it scales like very exponentially because you have access to so many things that are good, and it's just a really good like clear speed skill. All this sort of stuff. So yeah, it makes so much sense for softcore, where you can even take like a fairly weak skill, I think, and you'd be doing pretty fucking good with it. But then for hardcore, no, I don't. So his first Ignite pack played was decent enough, but he died. Yeah, again, they're good. The sort of damage that you can pull off, I mean, if anything, the Naked Penance brand character with 600k DPS with like still fairly decent defenses, I mean, it really shows that it is very good. But then long term, it doesn't end up working out because it runs into too many issues. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about just playing that Arc character. You know, we made the transition. I might as well fuck with it. I don't think I was thinking about just league starting, like doing a fresh league start with Arc.
I must have time to gather my will.
Just because it's so much fun. But then I think I like the idea of the Cold Slinger a little bit better. I just think there's more to it. It works better. How come Storm Brand don't work, dude? Why is skill not the good? Why is skill not the good? What is happening with the dot? I don't understand. Somebody link me a red dot. My dot is red though. I can see how red this dot is. I think they changed that on purpose. They hated the red dot abusers like myself. Unbelievable. I'm turning on RF. Let's see. Gonna die. Boom. Big damage now. Does that do anything? Yeah, it does feel better. Maybe, yeah, I just need way overkill damage for all these things. Because this is fine. And with crits, it will be fine. Like, that's the funny meme about this. I'm pretty sure that I could pick up a low-level Wintertide right now and just do better. That's how weak Storm Brand is. And I don't even have, like, any scaling for it whatsoever. Alright, so... even though I literally don't have anything... man, but then... what about the crit? And what about the exposure? Oh yeah, Frostbomb exists, I guess. How else can I roll lower like this? Oh, this is so weird to me. Because yeah, this will fuck. Like, for sure. Then why would I play this build? And I guess it's just Wintertide and it's cool. Like a hardcore take on Wintertide. Fully committing to Wintertide? Nah, I'm just trying things out. Alright, let's test it out. So weird.
I must have time.
Damn, because is it really like bad? I can't tell. Look, a low level fucking thing is already better.
Is spent.
So tilting. More damage and more single target, and I'm way tankier this way. Like, what the fuck? It's like all low level. And on a 5 link. Oh my god. I guess it's not more damage. I mean, I still have lightning nodes on my skill tree now that I think about it. Like, the thing is, sustaining the RF like this is tough. I gotta say. I could try to YOLO right now as well. I have 2 Divines and I have 2 Tabulas. But it's 1 in 3 that I hit the Dorianis again. You guys think it's gonna go badly? Like, how bad can it go? Really bad. Oh no. Right? Oh man. Max lightning res. Fuck. Damn. Well, it improved, but it's no lightning leech. Wait a minute. He's talking shit about clear speed? I am the master of clearing. Yo, this ain't bad, right? Things are being heard.
It's my time to shine. Let's go. Help, 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 Pel pel bel 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 el bel el el bel 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 el el bel 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 el el bel 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 pel 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 pel